Hello everyone, welcome to Ponda Power Education. So today I will discuss physics, which is based on 9th class CBSE. In this topic, first chapter is motion. So before going to the motion chapter, why we interested in this chapter? Because in your daily life, everything in your surrounding is in motion. So in physics, motion is the basic things. So we should have to analyze those things in our surrounding, how the object is moving. Those things we discussed in physics. Okay, so it is your basic chapter in your physics, so that motion we require. So in this class, first lecture, we discussed definition of motion and its types, and uniform motion and non-uniform motion, distance, displacement, speed, average speed, uniform speed, and regarding some problem. Okay. So first we discuss what is motion. Now I am writing here movement of any object from one position to another position with respect to the observer is called motion. So what I am telling here? I am telling what is motion? A object moving one position to another position. A object like here, a object is moving here to here. So with respect to what? A observer. What is observer? I'm giving the example here. The observer and this sketch is moving here. It is stationary object, and I'm standing here. Another object moving here. So with respect to me, this object is moving, or this object is in motion. So I am telling here, I am the observer. With respect to me, this object is moving. Got it? That is the definition you should write. Okay. So now I am discuss here the types of motion. Types. So according to nature of the movement, there are three types of motion. According to nature of movement, there are three types of motion. First one, linear motion. Second one, write in the notes copy. Second one, rotatory motion. Third one, oscillatory motion. Got it? According to nature, there are three types. You are in your daily life, those three type of motion you already see. So I am giving the example. What is linear motion? So linear motion, a body moving one position to another position on a straight line, on a straight path. Moving in a straight path. That means here the object that is the place A, object is moving here in straight path in place B, here to here. So A to B, the straight path, that is called linear motion, or it is called rectilinear motion. When the object is moving, note down in your copy, when the object is moving one place to another place in a straight path. In a straight path, that is called linear motion. Got it? Second one, what is rotatory motion? I am giving the example. An object is moving in circular path. In a circular path. Write down circular path. An object, just write down your copy. An object is moving in circular path. That motion is known as rotatory motion. Next one, circular path means here object is like this, rotating like this. Got it? Next, oscillatory motion. What is oscillatory motion? That is to and fro motion. That means in spring you are stretching, compressing, expanding. That is what? Oscillatory motion. One string is like this here. This is the oscillatory motion. Just like this. This is the oscillatory to and fro motion. In your daily life, you already see that this is the to and fro motion or oscillatory motion. So that you have to write here spring motion, spring movement, or that is to and fro motion. To and fro motion, vibrating in the to and fro motion. So that is called oscillatory motion. Those three type of motion you already see in your surrounding. Okay. So now I am erase it. Just note down. Is any doubt? You have to ask me in your comment section. Okay. Next, uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Uniform motion. What is uniform motion? Write down the note. If a body travel equal distance in equal interval of time. If a body travels equal distance in equal interval of time, then it is then that motion is called uniform motion. Example, I am here writing a body is moving here. A body is moving A to B place, A place to B place, that is 2 meter in 1 second. Then B to C place, that is also 2 meter in 1 second. Then C to D, also 2 meter in 1 second. That means what we study here, that means that body travels equal distance in equal interval of time. That's why that motion is known as uniform motion. Got it, students? Then uniform motion, I am taking a graph. You have to see, that is time, x-axis I am taking, x-axis is a time, and this is distance, d for distance, t for time. So here origin 0, this is 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, here 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, 4 meter. Here object in 1 second, 1 meter, 2 second, 2 meter, 3 second, 3 meter. Then the graph is like this straight line. This is called uniform motion. Note down, very important. That graph may be asked in your exam. Okay. Then write down non-uniform motion. Non-uniform motion. Non-uniform motion. So what is non-uniform motion? Write down, if a body travels unequal distance in equal interval of time. Unequal distance, if it write down, if a body travels unequal distance in equal interval of time. Got it? Then that body is said to be non-uniform motion. Got it? That means I am telling a body travel A to B in 1 second, that is 2 meter. The another 1 second, it is 4 meter. Another 1 second, it is 6 meter. Then that distance is unequal interval, and but time is equal interval, but distance is unequal interval. Then it is called non-uniform motion. Got it? So I am taking a graph of non-uniform motion. Here the time axis, this is the distance axis. Okay, this is the time axis, this is the distance axis. I am taking 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second. Here 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, 4 meter. Then in 1 second body moving 1 meter, 2 second body moving 3 meter, in 4 second body moving 5 meter, 3 meter, 4 meter, like this. So that graph may be curved. That is non-uniform. Write down in your notes, because in equal time interval, unequal distance. So that graph is like this in non-uniform motion. Clear? If any doubt, ask me in comment section. So now we'll study what is distance. Very important. Distance and displacement. Displacement. So what is distance, what is displacement, and compare here. Just write down the definition. It is the actual length of the path. It is the actual length of the path. It is the actual length of the path moving a body by a moving body irrespective of the direction in which the body is traveling. So in this displacement, you have to write, it refers to the straight line path between the initial and final position. It refers to the straight line path or minimum path. Straight line path or minimum path from initial position to final position. Got it, students? So this is called distance and displacement. I'm explain here just what is. So it is what it's telling. It is cover the actual length of the path. What is actual length? I'm giving the example. The body is moving like this, A to B to C to D, like this. Got me? Just sorry, I am giving another example. You can easily understand. Here a body moving here, A, here B point, here C point, like this. The body is moving A to B, then B to C. Here A to B is 5 meter, B to C is 3 meter, and A to C is 4 meter. Got it? A body is moving A to B first, A to B, then B to C. Then what is the distance? Actual distance means total length is covered. You have to measure the only actual length. How much? 5 plus 3, 8 meter. Got it? This is the distance. But if you going to in case of displacement, it is the straight line from initial position to final position. Here the body starts moving from initial position. Here this is the final position. We cannot say like this. We can say the straight line path A to C. So that is the displacement. Displacement. Here the displacement is 4 meter, but distance how much? 8 meter. Got it? This is the distance. This is the displacement. Initial to final, minimum distance or straight line path of initial to final. But in case of distance, there is what? There is actual length. Here, in this case, we are going to the direction. Here, only we choose the direction. Where the body is, we choose the direction. But in case of distance, we don't bother about, that means irrespective of the direction, we don't bother about direction. Here we cannot say A to C, we can't say the direction. We cannot taking about the direction, we cannot bother about the direction in case of distance, because A to C we only the measure the distance. 5 plus 3 is equal to 8 meter. But in case of displacement, we bother about direction A to C. Which direction? In east. 4 meter east. 4 meter in east direction. Got it? So this is the displacement. So that in case of displacement distance, we can tell that distance is a scalar quantity. Why it is called scalar quantity? Because it has magnitude and it has only magnitude and no direction. There is no bother about direction. But in case of displacement, we have it is a vector quantity. It is a vector quantity. Because why it is called vector quantity? Because it has magnitude as well as and direction. Got it, students? So here SI unit also meter, here SI unit also meter, but here don't bother about direction, but here magnitude as well as direction. Got it, students? Next, I am giving another example. Here one circular path of radius r, a body is moving A. Now coming to point A. So tell me that what is distance and what is the displacement? Here distance is the total actual length covered in this circular path. So distance is equal to, here distance is equal to, this actual path is the circumference of the circle. That circumference formula how much? 2 pi r. This actual path is 2 pi, and then we are telling the distance is 2 pi r. But displacement how much? Displacement, it is the initial position. Now this is the final position. There is no distance between initial to final position. There is no distance. That means displacement here 0. Initial to final how much is the minimum distance or straight line path? That is called 0. Got it, students? Okay. So this is the one type of question is asking in your exam. Got it? Now, if any doubt regarding this, you can ask me in comment box. Now, we are going to speed. Okay. So what is speed? Write down. It is the distance traveled by it per unit time. Distance travel per unit. Write down distance. It is the distance travel per unit time. That means speed. We are taking speed as v. V is equal to s divided by t. V is equal to speed. S is equal to distance. T is equal to time. Got it? So here SI unit is equal to speed. SI unit of speed is meter per second or kilometer per hour. Got it? So it is a, write down, it is a scalar or vector. Why it is a scalar or vector? Tell me. It is a scalar quantity. Why it is called scalar quantity? Because here